Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back once again in my class. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine at your home. In today's video, we are going to continue our lesson 6, China Silk. I hope you all have revised your chapter at your home. So, let's continue the rest part of this story. Now, we know that a long time ago in a village of China, there lived a poor girl from weaver family, and one day the emperor was passing from the village, saw her working in the field. He noticed her proud bearing and rough working hand, and there she meant that she worked very hard through the year. Then immediately he fell in love with her and decided to marry her. But the queen was unhappy because in her village, she had been surrounded by family and friends who exchanged news and gossips as they worked. But in the palace, it was quiet and no one spoke of turn. Then one afternoon, the empress sat under a mulberry bush in her garden, lost in thought about her village. She slowly sipped hot water from the cup, then staring up at the blue sky and remembering about her village, where the bird that flew over her village. Then singing softly to herself, she picked up cup to take another sip. But what was that? A cocoon from the mulberry bush had dropped into a hot water. But when she took a closer look and she saw some thread peeping out from the story, where had they? Here we can see show some thread peeping out from the cocoon. Where had they come from? She thought. Then she pulled that thread out from the cup and saw that thread was very thin, strong and shiny. Then she had a great idea. What was that idea? The idea was she would take the thread from many cocoons and wear soft and strong clothes from it. Now we are going to continue this story on page number 63. Now she called her servants and everyone go to work. They took cocoons out of the mulberry trees, dropped them in hot water and removed the thread. They gathered a fair amount of yarn. Then the queen ordered a special weaving machine and wove the first piece of cloth using this new thread. That was, my dear student, that thread was silk. Silk was weaved. Okay. Then the manufacture of silk is spread throughout the China. It was the cloth that only royalty could wear. Here royalty means related to kings and queens, and was much in demand in lands as far as Rome. The route through which silk was traded between China and Europe through Asia was called the Silk Route. So my dear student, when the queen had a great idea that she would take the thread from many cocoons and weave soft, strong clothes from the cocoon from the thread. Okay. Then what she did, she called her servants and everyone go to work. Then she called all of her servants from the palace to work. Then what she did, their worker took the cocoon out from the mulberry trees. Mulberry trees, did you know that shahtut? Did you know the fruit name shahtut? Mulberry means shahtut. Here mulberry tree. Okay. Dropped them in hot water and removed the thread. They gathered a fair amount of yarn, very much amount of yarn means thread. Then the queen ordered a special weaving machine to make the silk, okay, to weave the first piece of cloth using this new thread. When they wove the first piece of that particular cloth, then she known that this is silk. Silk was weaved. Silk was weaved. Okay. Now, my dear students, after that, what had happened? Here, then the manufacturer of silk is spread throughout the China. It was the cloth that only royalty could wear, means only king and queen could wear this cloth made of silk. That is very, very important, that only this cloth only royalty could wear it. Nobody, common people could wear. Only royalty people could wear this cloth made up of silk. That is why, my dear students, silk was demanded in lands as far away as Rome. Okay, means it spread the news that this is silk and very much in demand everywhere. And one more important thing, you can see here picture, that is trade route, silk route. Here about silk route, what is silk route is here. So the route through which, means the route, the path, the road, okay, the route through which silk was traded between China and Europe through Asia. Pay attention here, the route through which silk was traded between China and through Asia was called the Silk Route. Now, my dear students, I hope you get to know about that, about the great idea. The great idea was that she would take the thread from the many cocoons. Here you can see, she would take the thread from the many cocoons and weave soft, strong and shiny cloth from it. Later, she called her all servants of the palace for the work, and they took cocoon out from the mulberry trees, dropped them into hot water, and then removed the thread from that hot water from the cocoons. Then they gathered a fair amount of yarn. Then the queen ordered a special weaving machine and wove the first piece of cloth using this new thread. That was, what was that? Silk was weaved. Okay, it is very, very interesting story, my dear students. Here now, when the manufacture of silk is spread throughout the China, it was the cloth that only royalty could wear. No common people could wear this cloth made up of silk. Only the royalty people, or the king and queens. And that is why it was much in demand in land as far as Rome and everywhere. And at the last, the route through which silk was traded between China and Europe through Asia was called the Silk Route. Now what happened? You come to the page number 64, you can see. Now that the Chinese had learned how to make silk cloth, they did not want to share this knowledge with anyone in the world. Generation of the Chinese royalty were sworn never to reveal the secret to anyone. When princes got married and went away to far off lands, they were not allowed to tell anyone in their new home how silk was made. This is very, very interesting. Listen carefully. After knowing the route through which silk was traded between China and Europe through Asia, when they know about the silk route of to do the trade between the China and Europe, then now the Chinese know about the silk and they learned how to make silk cloth from the cocoon, okay, from the silk moths. They know how to make cloth from this cocoon. and that is why they did not want to share this idea with anyone in the world. They don't want to share this idea anyone in the world. If they will know this idea, they will also produce their own factory of silk making clothes. Okay, that is why they did not want to share this idea with anyone in the world. And they also stated there, this generation of China royalty, means their parents, grandparents, and then generations Chinese royalty were sown here. They will give the poison to that particular person of that generation if they will reveal this secret to anyone, that how to make silk clothes. Okay, so that is why generation of Chinese royalty were sworn never to reveal the secret to anyone, that how to make silk cloth from that cocoon. When princess got married, means the girl baby of that princess got married and went away to off lands, they were not allowed to tell in their new home how to make silk. Okay, they are also promised there that generation of Chinese royalty have not to say, not to reveal this secret to anyone, that how to make silk cloth from that cocoon. If they will really reveal this secret to anyone in the country, they were sworn off never to reveal the secret to anyone. And after that, when princess got married and went off to far off land, they were not allowed to tell anyone in their new home how silk was made. Now in the next part, my dear students, we will complete this story. Okay, now it's time for your homework. Homework is given on page number 65. You can see here, state true or false. You have to write there true or false. The first question is, the empress was very happy in the palace. No, it is false. The empress was not happy in the palace. She was sad. The empress missed her village very much. Yes, she missed her village very much. It is true. It is true. Now 3. The silk thread from the cocoon came out after being put into hot water. Yes, it is true. The silk thread came out from the cocoon after being put in hot water. Now the fourth question, everyone could wear clothes made from silk? No. Who could wear? Only the royalty could wear clothes made from silk. Only the king and queens could wear clothes made from silk. That is why this is false. Now fifth one, the clever princess took the cocoons hidden in her hairdo. Yes, this is true. The clever princess took the cocoons in their hairdo, that nobody can know the secret of that silk which was produced by the cocoon. Okay, this is true. This is your homework. I hope you all will do your homework at your home. Please do it and also learn this state true or false. Thank you so much. God bless you.